Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood hosted senior ministers from the United States, Canada, Australia and New Zealand on Monday for a meeting of the Intelligence Sharing Five Eyes Alliance, focusing on tackling illegal immigration, smuggling networks and border security. The talks came as the UK faces record numbers of migrants crossing the Channel in small boats, with 1,097 arrivals on Saturday alone, one of the highest single-day totals on record. This brings the total arrivals so far this year to more than 30,000, a 37% increase from last year, according to Home Office data. Mahmood described these numbers as utterly unacceptable and said her top priority is securing the UK's borders. At the summit, Mahmood highlighted the importance of using visa policy as leverage to encourage countries to take back their citizens who have no right to remain in the UK. She said, "For countries that do not play ball, we have been talking about taking much more coordinated action between the Five Eyes countries. This could include cutting visas in the future if countries refuse to repatriate their nationals." The Home Secretary did not specify which countries might be targeted, but experts such as Dr. Madeleine Sumption of Oxford University note that nations like India, Bangladesh, Pakistan and Nepal have low return rates for refused asylum seekers, but high demand for UK visas, suggesting potential leverage. Prime Minister Keir Starmer has previously indicated he favours a more transactional approach to visas, with access dependent on how well countries cooperate with the UK on asylum returns. A government spokesman emphasised that Five Eyes cooperation provides another tool in our armoury to crack down on illegal migration and ensure people with no right to remain are returned. The summit also covered wider security issues, including online child sexual abuse and opioid trafficking. Attendees included US Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, Canadian Public Safety Minister Gary Anandasangari, Australian Home Affairs Minister Tony Burke, and New Zealand Minister Judith Collins. Shadow Home Secretary Chris Philp welcomed Mahmood's approach, calling for the government to act tough on border security and cut aid to countries refusing to repatriate their citizens. He criticised Labour as too weak to protect our borders. On domestic measures, Defence Secretary John Healey confirmed that officials are exploring the use of military sites and other temporary accommodation to house asylum seekers while they await processing, easing pressure on hotels currently used for this purpose. Mahmood, who replaced Yvette Cooper in the weekend cabinet reshuffle, is regarded by some as a hardliner on immigration. Her appointment signals that the government intends to prioritise border security and take a tougher stance on illegal channel crossings.